Right, so this is it. This is episode 1 of the Vital Vortex, my little podcast that I've decided to create and see how it unfolds, bringing people from the wellness, the health and wellness industry, bringing them on board, letting them talk about what it is they have to offer, and now not just your standard sort of wellness practitioners. Well, it's going to vary. It's going to be all sorts of people. I've got people that are just massage therapists or movement coaches, right the way through to slightly more unusual practices is the word I'll use. I call them unusual because I don't fully understand them myself. But today I have a friend joining. His name is Karol Lapa. Now he's a calisthenics practitioner, a movement coach, massage therapist trained in multiple methods, including sports massage, lomi, and Thai massage. Now he's going to break those down for us when he comes on and explain what they are. He's also trained in dry needling, cupping, and quite a lot more. And with his wide range of experience and his immense level of study, he offers a very well-rounded approach to health. Now he should be popping up in any moment. Let me just plug my mic in and see. I just realized I didn't have that in. Yeah, welcome people who have joined. Can you give me a little thumbs up if you're hearing me clearly? Or a wave, I think is the Instagram version. I know I can wave at people. Oh, look at this. As you can see, I'm pretty new to all of this stuff. Hey, Andrea, thank you for that. And here is Karol. The suspense. What's going on? Go live. I can't. Let's go. Hmm. Doesn't seem to be. It's coming up with a request, but it's just not loading for some reason. Oh, here we go. Hey, we got it.
Hi, bro.
How's it going?
Good. Let me set everything up.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you well.
How are you, bro?
I'm good. I just gave a little introduction. I don't know if you saw that. I gave a little introduction on some of your work. Did you see? Or did you hear?
Me?
Yeah. You might
No,
not
I
have
didn't
joined.
see.
That's cool. But anyways, yeah, welcome, man. Thanks for being my first guest here
No
on
problem,
this
bro. My pleasure.
So, I mean, I've known you for quite a while, but there's going to be a whole bunch of people watching this who probably don't know you. So, I think it'd be a great way to start would be sharing a little bit of your journey. how you first became interested in health in general.
Okay. So, bro, it's all started about 15 years ago when I just get into the training. And at the beginning, it was just normal training, like, strength training. And yeah, I started looking into like eating healthy habits and stuff like that. And since then, it's been a journey, how it is, and um, yeah, like eating healthy, for example. At the beginning, I thought like eating chicken and rice is the healthiest things ever. So um, so loads of improvements from the beginning since today. And when about the training, as I started just normal gym training, then I think we met together at the sets at the Mai
Yeah, yeah,
Tai set.
that's right.
So
Yes.
yeah, so just from normal weight training, I switched to Muay Thai for a couple of years, and then I discovered calisthenics, and that was my life changing. I started doing calisthenics, and calisthenics is with me since this day. And along with calisthenics, I started building mobility and flexibility. So all this good stuff that normal, let's say, weight training is lacking.
Hmm.
And but it wasn't that, it was like for 10 years I was pushing my very hard. I was in this mindset of like no pain no gain.
Yeah.
I was eating healthy. I was thinking that I'm really healthy guy, but at the end I wasn't, because there was something lacking, which was the emotional mind wasn't right. And so after 10 years, I discovered the true thing, which is connection body, mind, and spirit. When you apply meditation or cold therapy or breath work, and after that, you just realize that this is the way how we should look into the sport, and development, and yeah.
Yeah. So is that led you into the study of massage? Was it the exploration of movement that led you into that next
So
step? Or?
there was some experience I had that I went into the path becoming massage therapist. On the way up, I was doing lots of different stuff and approaches. As I said, the calisthenics. Then I find out the unconventional methods of training,
Mhm.
and me and my nephew, we founded a versatile movement, and we started exploring movement and mobility, and adding Indian clubs, Persian meal, and
Mhm.
all this good stuff that not only working on your muscle but also on the brain. Because as you know, there's lots of movement you learn and explore, and it's all good stuff in overall,
Yeah, 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 exactly. So from the progression of the versatile movement, you then that's what led you into getting hands-on with clients, and instead of just focusing on the, let's say, the exercises.
Yeah, so I was also at my journey. I started teaching people. So I started teaching calisthenics, handstand, and movement. And I was running classes for a couple of years, like 6 years ago. I had my own group, and I was doing this for a while. But it didn't fulfill me fully. Like I wasn't 100% happy what I was doing. I knew that I was doing a great job with helping people, and but I think I didn't do my karma. That's what I found with the
Right.
massage and stuff and body work, and I can express and I can fulfill myself more. And it's funny with the massage how I get into it because I never thought that I'm gonna be doing this kind of things, you know. I just it started all with funny experience when I had a mushroom trip with my mate, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, basically we took some mushrooms, we went for the trip, and
Mm.
yeah, bro, and I had very profound experiences when I was awakening something in my body that I never felt before, you know. And
Yeah.
um, yeah, and after that, I just signed up for the massage course, you know. I just felt like drawn into this practice of doing something else, and that's how I signed up for sports massage therapist course.
Mm.
I signed up in London for like 6 months course, and I finished it about 4 years ago. So I became massage therapist about 4 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. So you say you had an experience with mushrooms and that led you down, I guess, a thought process, or maybe was it a process of thoughts, or was it some sort of like emotional
You mean,
connection?
can you repeat the question, please?
So when you said it was a mushroom trip that led you
Okay,
down
so
the
I can
route, and
explain
was it
in more
emotional?
details, you know, because I was actually practicing celibacy for at least 6 months, you know, so I was accumulating loads of energy, and
Mm.
I think the mushroom trip it was only like a amplifier of awakening the energetic body, whatever that was, you know. I never felt that, so I didn't have words to describe my experiences, you know.
Hmm.
I felt like my hands are full of energy, and yeah, it's maybe sounds silly or whatever, but this was my experience, you know, and that's what leads me to sign up for the course. So and the
Mm.
answers came later, of course. You know, I at the beginning I
Yeah.
didn't understand what happened to me and what was that, you know. But with the time when I was learning about myself, with the meditation and stuff, I was understanding what happened in that moment, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So you said you started off with the sports massage course. That was like your
Yeah.
first step into that world. But since then, I mean, as I know, you've studied in many different methods, different styles of massage, and I believe you kind of incorporate them as and when you feel the need. I don't know whether you're sticking to just one particular style or whether it's a
So
kind of a
basically,
blend.
I finished the sports massage course. As we know, it's just you know just certification. You don't really learn how to give a good massage. You know, it's just only treating one area and that's it. You know, I wasn't happy with the results, so I started experimenting, and very quickly I was lucky to meet really good therapists, so I can learn from them directly. You know, and I think the milestone was the when I went to massage competition in London just to be. I was actually a receiver, so somebody was a competitor. I was on the bed receiving the massage, and I met the guy called Giorgio, and this guy influenced my work so much on many different levels. You know, not only like body or techniques, but also he introduced the spiritual side of the massage, you know, because it's
Cool.
all interconnected. There's no way that somebody can like you know, yeah. Sorry, I lost myself. But anyway, that was the milestone for me meeting this guy, and also um, I saw many different styles. People were doing crazy things on the table, like massaging, and I saw one of the guy was doing this crazy, like full body massage, like when he was constantly moving with his arms and moving around the table. I said to the people, "What is this? You know, what is this massage? You know?" And the people say, "Yeah, it's called Lomi Lomi massage." I said, "Wow, it's something that I really want to like find out what is it, you know, what is about." And people that were practicing this massage, they told me about the teacher, and they done the course in London. It was like 5 years ago, and they were really happy with the results and the teaching and stuff. And they showed me his Instagram. So I checked his Instagram, and I see that he is doing. He was from Netherlands, and I saw his Instagram, and he was doing another workshop in Dorset, like in next
Alright.
month or something. So
Yeah.
on that day, I signed up for this course and just wanted to learn and explore more of that, you know.
Hmm. Can you tell us about Lomi Lomi?
Okay, so Lomi Lomi is it's obviously massage, but the way I was learned, it's called traditional Lomi Lomi, and it's done in form of let's say ritual, and
Hmm.
it's a very healing and very healing massage. So at the beginning, when I went to this course, you know, I was just training a sports massage, like normal stuff, just you know, person come, you do massage, and that's it. And then I come to this course, and this person starting to talking about like things like in setting the intention or no judgment and singing the mantras or like clearing your mind and meditate before massage and just all this like spiritual aspect of the massage that I wasn't aware of, you know. And so on day one, we had all this introduction. I said, "What the fuck is that? You know, what is this about? You know, am I in the right place or what is it? You know?"
Yeah.
And then I just so as normal course going on, you receive and you give massage. So how it works, you know. So basically, after one day, I said like when I received the massage, also after giving, because it's healing in both ways. When you give, you healing yourself, and also when you give, you healing the person on the table. So when I was after one day, it's something like, what is this? You know, it's like I never felt my body in this way. You know, it's like wow. So that was on the first day, and then second day. It was another like circle. We share our thoughts. We share our, you know, the things, and all was done in really nice and loving and kind atmosphere when everybody can express without judgment themselves. You know what I mean? Like this kind of things. And I think the thing that hit me the most was the I think on the third day when we also were exchanging and learning new techniques and stuff, and there was some trauma releasing happening in the place where we were doing the massages, and it was, bro, it was the most insane and intense experience in my life when basically the sound of the woman her voice was like demonic or something like this, you know, like
Alright. Yeah.
very very deep rooted trauma was releasing, you know. And so this happened for me, and I was like, wow, I want to learn this. I want to
Mm.
know how to do it. I want to perform it. I want to know everything about it, you know. And it was funny because some people ran away from this course because they didn't want to participate in such a thing, you know. They didn't want to
Yeah.
see this kind of, you know, trauma release. They just came for the massage course and something like this happening, you know. And for me, it was like, yes, yes, give me more. I
Yeah.
want to see more. I want to experience more. And for me, also was very heart opening experience because it was, I think it's 4 or 5 days course, and we also set intention or we ask for something before we receive. So I was asking like open my heart, yeah, and I just need to open my heart. So 4 times I was asking this, and then after fourth day, bro, this space was like super painful. Like I don't know what's going on, and these effects last for a week, you know. But after, I was different person. Seriously, I
Mm.
was completely different person. I think, to be ready to give this type of treatment to people, you know.
Yeah.
So uh, so yeah,
Cool. Man,
and
I've never experienced Lomi Lomi massage.
because
What?
it's very deep touch, and it's a profound experience, and there's not a massage that you can like offer to everyone, because
Yeah.
it's such a deep touch, and um, yeah, and I was lucky enough to meet one woman, and she really helped me with egg practicing, and just be able to offer this practice to people, so I can practice, and learn more about myself. So I'm super grateful that this person appeared on my path, and so I can I can become better version of myself and better therapist.
Mm, yeah, yeah. So was the Lomi, was it familiar in any way to what you'd already learned? Like, did it
Oh no,
feel
completely no,
okay?
because
Yeah, yeah,
it's not about techniques you use. Of course, there is a constantly moving, and it plays low. The Lomi Lomi plays on your nervous system, so your nervous system very quickly drops down, because it doesn't really know what's going on, because you are moving in wave motion all the time,
yeah,
and so you at some point you have to give up, because if you're in your mind, it, you know, it's just you cannot get far with this, you know. So
yeah, yeah.
when you drop, and your nervous system drops down, this magic happens. And it's not familiar with any of that, because there is certain mindset you do before actually touching the person, you know.
Okay, yeah. So what would that be?
um so I work with my own intention, you know, always before the
Yeah,
touching the person, you know. And some people come with their own intention, so we meet together, we talk, and um we just discuss what's going on in their life, and trying to help her with or her or him with from that point, you know.
mm,
So there is, so the basic Lomi Lomi, it's very deep spiritual practice, you know,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
at deeper level, you know.
And have
They
you?
say they say that when Lomi once touch your soul never come back to the original state. So it has the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
power to reset you at deeper level.
Yeah, yeah. And were there many aspects that you learned when you were studying the Lomi Lomi that you now bring forward into your normal practices?
Yes, of course, because many therapists, I always show like this, they massage like this, you know.
Mm,
Uh, with Lomi, you use as much contact as you can. So you use your elbows through your arm, and also other elbow. So you applying more contact with the body. So this is the like foundation of Lomi Lomi, that you use like whole body to do the massage. And of course, I'm using these techniques during a sports massage, because it's very relaxing, and it's you person feel more, you know. So
yeah,
obviously, I'm using lots of qualities from Lomi Lomi, of course.
yeah, yeah. Cool. So, what would make your treatments, your massage different from the sort of standard sports massage approach?
So basically, I call my practice. I call myself that I do body work, not only massage.
Yeah.
So there is a difference between massage and body work. Body
But
worker
yeah,
know
let's
body
explain.
worker
Explain.
Yeah, body worker knows more techniques, and working with the intuition, and it's just more connected with the person on the table, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And also there is the mindset you have and awareness you have, you know, that's, I think, different from different practices, whatever. Because I believe when the person or therapist is not grounded, is not aware of themselves, they never can be aware of the person on the table, and they can do crazy stuff, or, you know, basically hurt the people that is on the table, you know, the patient, because there is no
Mm.
connection with themselves. So
Yeah,
answering your
yeah,
question, I think, yeah, I'm working on myself, and that's big thing for me. You know, I would never touch the
yeah,
person when I'm tired or my energy is low. I always trying to be 100% in good form before any type of body work or massage. You know.
yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, nice. I mean, you've said to me in the past how you feel it's very important for body workers or massage therapists to remain grounded and to do their work
Yeah.
on themselves. And is this because that sort of negative emotion or energy or feelings can be passed through to
Of
the
course.
person receiving?
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
I can give you a really good example. So at the beginning, I can explain you that whatever goes in your mind and the mind of therapist can be transferred energetically into the body of the patient. This is a normal thing. It's the energy. So if the therapist have lots of stresses, or he just had arguments over the night with the girlfriend, his emotional
mm,
state is not stable. So whenever he touch the person, he passes this to the person on the table. It's just normal thing, and so it's very very important to the therapists to be grounded, working on themselves, and basically having not stressful life at all. You know, I know it's
yeah,
hard, but I think I reached this point when I don't have any stresses in my life, and
mm,
no negativity, no this like low vibration thing, you know.
yeah,
And I can give you really good example. So my friend, osteopath, he went for massage therapies. I think he just bought like 5 sessions, and one of the guy, it was here in Bournemouth. One of the guy, he was massaging his leg, you know,
mm,
and I don't know when was happened after third session, whatever. Um, Basically, my mate woke up next day with wounds like this, like it was
nice.
it was awful, bro. It wasn't nothing that I saw before. It was like hard to explain, but you can imagine nasty wounds, like um yeah.
Like big, like bruises.
No
Well, yeah,
bruises, bro, like
yeah.
open wounds
Open,
with this fluid, you know. I don't know how
like
the, like
blisters.
blisters and this,
Yeah.
like this kind of things.
Oh,
So he messaged this therapist, and he said, look, I feel so much pain in my leg, and I don't know what happened to me. And this guy said that he he doesn't know what's going on. Maybe it was something dirty or something. But my mate find out that the therapist had really really bad days with his daughter being ill, like having cancer, something like this.
okay.
So I believe that he energetically he was massaging this anger,
Mm.
this bad emotion into him. You know, this is what happened,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the leg looked like, you know, something, you know. So yeah, I believe that it's very very important to have your mind right, and yeah.
so what do you do to remain lower with lower stress levels, to remain grounded? Or do you have some sort of go to things that you do to keep yourself centered?
There's a lot of things I do, I practice, and I keep changing my practices. But the things I really like to do in the morning is a qigong. So barefoot qigong on the grass, just 9 to 10 minutes. Then I do meditation of breath work, and these days I do Kundalini yoga in the morning, and obviously
Hmm.
meditation later in the day. So meditation is always with me, just simple sitting meditation. And in the morning, I'm adding more like energizing and grounding practices like Qigong or Kundalini yoga.
Hmm.
But I do forest walks and spend time on the nature and eating good food, and keeping my mind right, So yeah.
And you think these are, yeah, these are sort of essential for anybody else in this kind of line of work?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, it is essential. Yes, massage is a spiritual practice. So if the therapist doesn't do work on themselves, he maybe he will get somewhere, but not far.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So when you're looking for, a therapist to assist you, what kind of qualities are you looking for in that person?
So I look for different qualities. If I see that therapist is good, well trained, maybe he doesn't develop spiritual side, but he is well trained. Sometimes I
Mm.
also was choosing like deep massage from the person, but I stopped going when I was asked for like for the woman. She was like, "Do you want this?" Yeah, so basically, when therapist is well trained and he can perform good massage with the right pressure,
Mhm.
because I can see, for me, it's a fundamental question when I do the massage, what pressure do you like? If the therapist doesn't ask this question, he doesn't know what the person can take it, because the massage can be just too relaxing or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So I always ask for deeper pressure.
Mhm.
So if the therapist is able to deliver good, strong massage, I will come back.
Yeah. 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 And
Obviously,
during.
if there is some healing needed, I will choose more grounded, more connected, let's say, therapies that can help me with the things that. But most of the time, I can overcome the things by myself. Very
Yeah.
often I see my osteopath friend, and he helps me with, like, yeah, from time to time to just maintain my health.
Yeah. 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 Is that Thomas? The
Thomas,
the one
yes.
you suggested to me? Yeah.
So
Yeah. I saw him
sometimes
some
we
pieces.
exchange. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
as you know,
Yeah. All
he's a
right.
great therapist. He's been doing this for years, and he's great.
Yeah. 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 So, with one question I have floating around in my mind, when you're receiving or even giving a massage, do you prefer the to be left in sort of silence? Do you prefer a quiet, or do you want the therapist to be communicating and talking throughout? Or
So I know what is this question about. Basically, I was trying different sports massages here in Bournemouth, and
mm,
every single time there is no quiet space. So there is a radio going on, one guy playing drum and bass, and
okay,
one guy is checking you every 10 minutes that you are not sleeping or something, and shouting at you and trying to communicate with you. Massage
yeah,
is the massage.
yeah,
Massage, goal of the massage is relaxation. And I don't know it's about this sports massage industry where you can see on YouTube, on Instagram, all these crazy things people do, scraping this,
mm,
bending, like factory lights all over, and this is not the point. During massage, you need
mm,
to allow the person to relax, whatever massage is this, because at the end, it's about the relaxation. So the therapist can trigger healing responses of the body. Without sensation you cannot get far, maybe you will release something, but it's not this,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I prefer to be quiet, and I can drift off sometimes
Yeah,
enter the trance or whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The trance state. I was thinking when you're explaining the Lomi Lomi, that's what I was that was going into my mind. Oh, maybe that they're triggering a sort of trance-like
Yes, of
response
course, many
with
many
the
times.
wave-like movement.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, because it's such a pleasurable, and yeah, you definitely enter the trance,
yeah,
because it's a nearly 2 hours massage, and you have massage everything, your arms, body, belly, legs, no
yeah,
no sexual points, but all
yeah.
over your massage all the time. So it's yeah, you definitely, if the massage is if therapist is good, you definitely will enter the trance state. And yeah.
I once saw at a what was it? I was at some sort of I think it was like a mind body event or something here in London, and there was somebody receiving Lomi, and there was four people. I'm sure, yeah, there was four people giving it,
Yes,
and
bro.
they were just
Yeah.
kind of laid there with nothing on, just kind of like a cloth
Yeah, so
around their
basically,
waist.
yeah, you're not wearing the underwear. You are covered with sarong, so your sacral points are covered with the sarong in special
Yeah,
way. It allows you fluid movement through whole body. That's why.
yeah,
And as you mentioned, because you can give Lomi Lomi, I was once a year. I'm going for it's called Lomi Lomi holiday, and sometimes I'm receiving from 6 or 8 people at the same time. So basically, we pair up with 3 people. So we massage. One person is on the bed, 2 people is on one person. But during massage, we walk around and we switch. But we ask for the permission that we can join to the table, and we do it to the to live music journey.
cool, cool.
The handpan, drums, and whatever.
Nice.
And at some point, we went like 8 people to one person, and this guy was playing drum like quick, and then we were massaging in this trance state.
Mm.
So during massage, I also entered the trance state, and that was sick experience, bro.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, when I was receiving the massage, I don't know from how many people. We started with 2, as I said, but it ended up 6 or 8. After
Cool.
this, I never had the better, like natural high before, after any drugs,
Yeah.
actually. I
Yeah,
was in
go
such
on,
a
go into that. Expand on this
bro,
sensation.
I was in this state where I was like, wow. I wanted dance, talking, smiling, and laughing, and yeah, we were sitting in the circle, and
Mhm.
everybody was talking. I said, no, please finish this, let's dance or something. It was like, couldn't
Yeah,
like
cool.
stay in one place. That was
Um,
amazing.
cool.
And this
So,
event happening again in February, and I was
mm,
thinking to go, because it's really, because you meet the very advanced practitioners. That's the main thing. You allow it to
mm,
really express yourself, and yeah, you can do whatever you want. And also, during these meetups, there's lots of things happening,
yeah.
like trauma release sometimes, or this deeper, things, because practitioners are deeply connected, so things can happen.
Mm. So you're you're working. You have your own space, or you're working from a gym still as well.
So I got 3 different approaches. So I ran the space at the gym when I offer sports massage, manual therapy. I do cupping, needles, and different stuff. So I work at the Free F gym in Bournemouth, and also during the weekends, I work at my friend's house, my friend Kim's house. On the floor. So recently I offer Thai massage on the floor, so body work on the floor. sometimes I offer lomi lomi there because I don't practice these massages at my place at the gym.
Yeah. And then what is so it must be because you have different clientele, right? When you're in the gym, you're working with a different kind of group, different what audience of people, maybe a different
Yeah,
group of
yeah,
people.
of course. There's you know, the difference is it's huge.
So you have to take that into account every time you have a client. You have to take into account their what is it? Would it be their perspective on life and maybe their
Of course,
spiritual connection
of
and
course.
whatnot?
There's always different approach, you know,
Yeah.
to the massage because some people they book massage, sport massage, and they just very curious what is it. So as I do, I work with my head, and just things can happen. I can trigger something, you know. And many
Mm.
therapies doesn't touch the face or jaw, or this area, whereas the tension. And for example, yesterday I had a treatment and I was treating this area, and I knew that I triggered something in this guy. And he looked at me and he could see in my eyes that there's no judgment and he can express himself and just be yourself and just, you know, yeah,
Mm.
I feel really good after this treatment, to be honest. That wow. And sometimes people
Mm.
just stay after the treatment and just they're very curious about me and what I can share with them, what can I advise, and not only like in regarding the massage, but also like a movement or sport they can do. So many people ask me, "Oh, do you think the running is good?" I said, "No, running is not good if you haven't done anything for like 5 years or so ever or
Mm.
whatever." And one day you decide to just go for a run is the worst idea you can do, you know. And
Okay.
I don't know why I starting like it's not this I was giving this advice to the guy, not for a woman. I was like, oh, you know what, I think the pilates would be good for you. And I starting doing this I starting doing giving this advice to the guys, you know, like in 50s 40s. Oh, start doing pilates. You think it's not the girly thing? I said, no, 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 just go and just do Pilates. And then
Mm.
message me after 1 month of, wow, Karol, the Pilates is like the best thing you could recommend me. And the funny thing is, I know nothing about Pilates. I never
Yeah.
done it. I never saw it. But I had this feeling that it could be really good, you know, like for people
Yeah.
because I don't know why, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
fine. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah.
Um, was going, yeah, so I was going to ask, I think you've kind of answered this, but maybe you can expand on it a little bit. I was going to ask about the connection between the physical body and the mind or the emotions or the spiritual sort of health. Obviously, you do recognize the connection. Is
Yes.
there a sort of a specific way that you work with that connection, or is it just kind of
Okay, so
happening?
we both recognize this, but many people don't. So it's good to just mention this that it's all interconnected. Our mind influence the body, body influence the mind. It's very simple. Stress, um, stress can very badly influence your health and body. And I think that I believe that Dr. Stone he described these things in his book, like how the thoughts and feelings crystallize in the body and create traumas and tightness and some sort of like um, patterns in your body that you can recognize, you know, for example, like, you know, closed chest, closed heart chakra,
Mm.
or you are too open to the world and, you know, you're giving too much around and this kind of things. And but uh, as I said, the number one is stress kills you. So mind, yeah, the things that your mind create chemicals, it goes into the body and creates some sort of, there is this guy call it crystallization. So maybe the crystallization of the tightness or like God or whatever, you know.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Is this answered?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Maybe you would like you add something about it if you have something in your mind, you know.
Yeah, well, I see in through my kind of exploration with body work and massage as well, I have recognized the the capacity of fascia
Yeah,
to it really does appear to hold memory
yeah.
or emotion or however you want to say. I think one of the most tangible way to recognize it is what people call muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know it's a physical expression. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
let's say somebody can do 10 press ups or whatever, and then but they don't do them for a few weeks, but they have muscle memory, so I can still do these things. So
exactly.
I think that same thing can apply to stress, triggers of stress that are trapped in.
Yeah,
So the mind responds to stress often, not always, but often by shifting the body into a
yeah.
position, or the body reacts because of the mind is suffering, and then the way the body reacts obviously is interlinked with the contraction of the fascia, and then I believe that fascia then holds the reason to why it reacted that way,
Mm-hmm.
and it can tighten. And when we're working with the body and softening areas and moving areas, removing knots and restrictions, I think these emotions or these memories can start to resurface again. I'm sure you've
Mm-hmm.
witnessed that
Yeah.
as well.
Yes. I witnessed during last workshop when the two therapies were unfolding the fascia. That was the craziest thing I ever seen before. So yeah, definitely fascia that holds the memory and something. I don't know how to call it, trauma, whatever that was.
Yeah, maybe trauma. Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple, maybe simple questions now for you. Little bits of advice for others, for the people watching. Have you got a relatively simple piece of advice you can give to anyone looking to improve their well-being, which is an easy, accessible way to just improve that all round well-being?
Of course, of course. So I would advise to find your thing that drops your ego and pull your mind from thinking and being in your mind and being here and now, whatever that is. Find your practice and stick to it. And practice whatever mind tells you, just stick to it and practice. It doesn't have to be crazy amount of time, 10 minutes a day, meditation, qigong, yoga, breath work, whatever that is. Just this is your like thing and you practice this daily because you know that this thing helps you and yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. So it doesn't really matter what it is as long as it's bringing them into the
Course,
present, bringing them into
of
the now.
course,
Yeah.
of course, of
Yeah.
course. Whatever that suits you. Some people might like movement. Some people may just sit and observe their breath, and some people do cold water. You know, I'm not. There
Mm.
is a hype for cold water therapy, like going to the cold all the time. I don't think this is good for everyone. This is
Yeah.
big hype going on in internet,
Hmm.
and you need to test on yourself. That's my answer always to all these practices you do, you know, because you
Yeah.
might do breath work and all the time, and at the end maybe it's not gonna serve you well, you know. It's just everybody is different, so you need to find your way and just stick to it and test on yourself. If you have a realization, this is great for me, just stick to it and everything is gonna be good, you know.
Yeah. Nice, man. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I like that. I agree with that. Yeah, completely. Yes. Yeah. It's really good. Really good. So I think
That's
I'm
good
pretty
point, bro.
through
Stop eating other beings first. Yeah, that's also a good point.
before you start and others pray. I don't know about what you're saying about praying. But I think I'm through. Oh, do you know what? I may have missed one question, but I think we touched on it a little. it, in the past, you've mentioned about sports massage, the standard sports massage approach being maybe missing. There's an aspect of it that doesn't quite align with your kind of
Um,
ethos around
because I
body
think
work or massage.
it's lacking something, you know, because many therapists they just gradually then just certified and they don't do any other trainings, you know. There's so many things you can learn and apply in your practice, you know. And um, I'm not the big fan treating only one area of the body. I always aiming to expand. If person come with a shoulder pain, I'm not only like working on one point. I'm trying to expand. I think many therapies lacking this approach, you know,
Mm.
and yeah, and the understanding that massage is relaxation, so they should allow the person to fully relax, you
Yeah.
know. I don't know, there is a mindset or whatever that is, lack of understanding. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, the last thing would be, yeah, how can people get hold of you? Where are you based? You travel with your work sometimes, I believe, as
Yes.
well.
So I'm based in Bournemouth, but I travel to many places. I work at the festivals also. So this year I'm gonna be working at Boom Festival in Portugal,
Cool.
and yeah, but I'm based in Bournemouth at the moment.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm just reading this guy.
Yeah. I mean, cool. I mean, someone agrees as well. They're saying we're all different, and we need to respect that. Uh, Someone said in the comments, and yeah, I agree. But is there anything else you wanted to add, Carol? Is there any other points that you think we maybe overlooked, or
Mm,
any
mm,
any valuable any wisdom to
of
bring?
course,
Any more
people
wisdom?
just go for the regular massage because it's very, very important, you know? Because we live in this crazy life where we not allow ourselves to fully relax sometimes. And if you find good therapist and that you trust, just go to see him. I'm not saying every week, but from time to time, whenever you can afford, just go to see him so he can clear energy, clear your body, and help you to perform and live better life. I think that's my message, you know.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, amazing, man. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing about your journey and all your experience. And yeah, teaching me more about Lomi Lomi and
Yeah,
the connections from yeah
we'll see each other during the course. So in March,
yeah. I
we'll.
look forward to that.
I hope we will share lots of experiences together, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah, cool. All right, nice man. Well,
Okay.
I'll let you go.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for conversation. Take care. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you too, man.
See you, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that draws conclusion to the first episode,
Bro,
the bike
how to
vortex. Yeah, it's something I'd have to figure out too. Let me see if there's a way for me to
how
turn.
to get out?
uh, no, I'm not seeing it. Huh? Oh, he's gone. Just turned his Wi-Fi off, I think. Oh, cool. Oh, we had. Oh, so it's Andrea, right? Or do we calling you Dre? Drea. But you stayed for the whole thing. Nice of you. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it and yeah, found it interesting. Perfect. Well, so as I said at the start, whether you caught this out or not, I have got quite a list of people which I was sort of surprised by that reached out to me when I mentioned about wanting to have these kind of conversations, these sort of interviews, and they're yeah, there's plenty more to come, and there are people coming that are bringing, I mean, that are offering modalities and methods that I have almost no clue about. So I'm looking forward to getting those people on, and yeah, diving into those, and yeah, getting to learn about all these different weird and wonderful ways to help bring people back to themselves and center them, and essentially provide some form of healing to people. So yeah, thanks to Sandra here as well. So yeah, thanks a lot everyone for coming by, and hopefully catch you on the next one.